Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Functional Friday. My name is Dr. Kirk here at Premier Chiropractic, and today's episode is going to be on Rocktape. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have heard of kinesiology tape, KT tape. If you have not, this is basically what it looks like. Okay, it's very sticky and stretchy tape. I use Rocktape. The reason I use Rocktape over KT tape or any other tape is basically because I think it's just stickier. So I prefer it that way. As we look at it, that's the front, so this is the back, and this is where the sticky part is, just underneath this. So what I do to apply Rocktape is I'll break the adhesive, pull it out, and then look, it's nice and sticky, okay? Now, if I'm going to apply this, let's just show a very general demonstration here. This is really bad technique, but we'll usually start applying one end. You apply any stretch that you need, you apply it across whatever you're trying to tape for, and then it sticks on the skin. Okay, this isn't a demo on how to tape or anything like that. There's plenty of that online. So this is just a general overview of why we apply Rocktape and how we use it, okay? So this is what it's gonna look like on the skin. I'm sure you've seen it on professional athletes and things like that. Now, there's several things that the tape does. The first and probably the most important is that I use it for personally is it helps posture. So for someone that sits a lot, say they kind of have this forward rounded shoulder posture, the tape going on is just going to be a nice reminder for them to kind of stay back in that neutral posture. So as they start to creep forward at work, they're going to feel the tape stretch, and then that can just keep them back in a proper posture, okay? It's also good for what's called joint centration, keeping the proper muscles turned on to make sure the joints are in an optimal position, okay? So that would be, along with posture, it's the same kind of idea. Joint centration is more of a movement perspective of it, but it's the same idea in that while you're moving, you want to be able to activate the right muscles. So Rocktape can just help provide a little neurological input, okay? The second thing it'll do is it can decrease pain. Decrease pain. Okay, so pain obviously sucks, right? So we want to decrease pain as fast and as quick as possible to get you moving properly. That's why I like tape, is it helps to turn off what are called nociceptors. So those are pain signals up to your brain, and it helps to activate mechanoreceptors, which are the signals that help to turn off those bad pain signals, okay? Pain isn't always bad, but we want to make sure that we can kind of turn it off as much as possible, especially if someone wants to keep training or has a big event coming up. We want to make sure that we can decrease that pain. So that's what the tape helps to do, is to decrease a little pain in and around that area that it's applied to, okay? It provides a little support, but if you have like a sprained ankle or something like that, generally you're not going to apply just Rocktape onto that unless you've healed up quite a bit, unless the clinician that you're seeing deems it a good time to do that. But generally it's going to be very, very mild support that it provides. That's why a lot of times you'll still see people getting more of the structural taping on ankle sprains and things of that nature. But it's very good for just showing you the proper muscle activation, say after you're out of kind of that acute phase of the ankle sprain. Rocktape can be helpful for decreasing swelling and inflammation in the area along with activating the right muscles. So that would be the third thing it can do. It can decrease swelling, and it improves lymph drainage, is what kind of they're starting to show with it too. So it would be a little different tape job than this. It would be several different strands, but it can actually decrease bruising. And how it does that is when it is applied to the skin, it lifts the skin up a little tiny bit, and it lifts up what's called the superficial fascia. Okay, so that's the layer of fascia that sits in between your skin and your muscles. Now, maybe you'd think it wouldn't be very important, but when it comes to like an injury or something like that, if you can provide a little more blood flow, get kind of those inflammatory chemicals out of the area, it can help to improve healing. Okay, so that's something that it definitely can do as well. The last thing would be it just helps people who are athletes or who want to run a marathon and say they've had kind of an acute flare-up and they just need to get through this marathon without pain because they've been training for it for how long. So it's very good for just getting someone through an event, decreasing pain, and then allowing them to keep functioning properly. That's why I like Rocktape as well, because it's very, very sticky. So if someone is doing like a triathlon or something like that in the water, this stuff will stay on and stays on really, really well because it's so sticky. So that's why I like Rocktape. And I hope this makes sense as to why we use it. Again, we all relate this back to movement and function, but this is just one tool to help us to get there. So I hope that all made sense. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. If you haven't already checked out our Facebook page, make sure to check it out. Premier Chiropractic here in Minot, North Dakota. Check out our website, premierchiropracticnd.com. And if you have a problem, make sure to give the clinic a call to get it taken care of now before it becomes a bigger problem later on. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Everyone have a great day.